Connection. We're going to come on every other Friday, and so to get some new listening ears, if this is your first time listening to Your Insurance Connection, welcome to the show. I talk about insurance. I'm your host, Donald Marquez, and I've been an insurance agent for a long time, for over 20 plus years. But what I do, I talk about insurance, how to save money on your home, auto, and life insurance. A lot of valuable information for you out there today to listen. And also, if you'd like to call in with any insurance questions, our phone number is 702-647-3688. Brian Timms is standing by to patch you in. And if any insurance related questions, give us a call at 702-647-3688. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I want to thank the people that came in last week and also this week and purchased home, auto, and life insurance. I want to thank their continued support so much. Also, I kept over Debbie Ann Conway from Greg DeVille's show, because I want to share with you listeners, offering life insurance to a lot of my clients. And I ask them, are they homeowners? And they tell me they are homeowners. But a lot of times, too, they don't add another family member or a loved one on as right of survivor on the deed of their home, whether they have a mortgage or not. And this is what happens. If a person passes, let's say my dad passes away first, then mom passes away, but they don't have anyone on the deed as right of survivor, or they don't have a will or a trust, then the house goes into probate. Am I right?
That's correct. Good morning, Las Vegas. I'm back. This is Debbie Conway, your county recorder, and he's absolutely right. What we've witnessed in our office, as I mentioned, we keep records. We keep history and track of all the properties in the valley, any home that's owned, any land that's owned, any casino that sells, transferring property all day, every day, anything that sells. And our recorders are in the office right now. They're busy, about 40 different recorders that are constantly recording documents in relationship to home ownership and property here in the valley. And what happens is sometimes you own a home, if you already own the home, and you don't have anyone on there as your survivor. What you can do is fill out a document. It's called a deed upon death, and it adds that person automatically as the beneficiary. So if a death occurs and you haven't filled out a will, you don't have a trust, as Don mentioned, what you can do is fill out the paperwork called a deed upon death, and it will automatically put you on that property so that you don't have to go through probate.
Right.
When a person expires or passes away, sometimes the state will come in and you have to go through the probate court, and it's a long, drawn-out process before you can get access to that property. But those of you who own homes, just fill out the document. It's a deed upon death, and add someone, a beneficiary, to your property, and then you don't have to worry about it. Your loved ones will be taken care of once you expire, so they don't have to go through that business of probate.
Okay, so you said a deed upon death?
Deed upon death.
So is this is a document, it has to be filled out while the person is still living and owns a home?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's really important, so they'll know that. Now a lot of times too, people have gone to legal document stores to get the right of survivor recorded.
Right.
That's another way to do.
Exactly.
But the deed upon death, tell them, our listeners, exactly how that works, the process, and is there any fees involved? Oh, well, we can't talk about money, but if there is a fee, it's a minimal fee.
Well, it's a recording fee.
It's a recording fee,
In order
okay.
to record the document.
Okay.
So actually what they can do, as you mentioned, they can go to the Nevada Legal Form Store. And of course, we're not authorized to give legal advice, but we've seen others do it. They go into the Nevada Legal Form Store, they get the document. There are paralegals that work at the Nevada Legal Form Store, and anywhere you pick up those documents, you can go downtown to the RJC Center, the Regional Justice Center, the courts, and they have a legal forms division there on the first floor in the courts. And they have paralegals, people who are available to help you and show you how to complete your document. And then once it's done, of course, you get it notarized and so forth, and then bring it to our office to record it. So the fee that's involved is the recording fee, and of course it's $40 to record any document. And then that automatically will put you on the history of that property, or put you in terms of the history of the property. It shows that if anything happens to the owner, then that individual is like the beneficiary. They have access to that property.
Right. And offering life insurance to my clients. This is one of the questions I ask because some of these insureds own multiple properties, but a lot of times too, and I've found this in my experience. They don't. The children or the person for right of survivor don't want to go on the deed because now they think they're betting against their parents, or
Right.
it's because if the home goes into probate, the fees,
Right.
the court fees, a lot in most
Legal
cases,
representation.
they will lose the home.
Yes.
They will lose the home. Now, there could be a home that's paid for or not. They will lose the home, and the home is locked up with the courts, and they can't do anything with the property. Now, can they continue to live in the property, or how does that work?
They can live there until it's settled. That's just like a foreclosure. If your home goes into foreclosure, you can live there until the actual property situation is settled. So, right to survivorship. A lot of people think, well, if I, when they buy a house and they think, if I put you on my property, then you might try to do something and take my property away from me.
Right.
But the best way to approach it, as I mentioned, if you have someone, a loved one that you want to leave your property to, leave your home to, and upon death, just attach them to the property by doing the right to survivorship, doing the deed upon death, and then automatically they got the paperwork to show, the death certificate and so forth. That automatically gives them access to the property, and they don't have to, like you say, do a will or a trust, or go through probate or any of that stuff. It's an automatic transfer upon death.
Right. The only thing you have to do is re-record.
Yes.
Re-record the process, and regardless whether you have a mortgage or not, this process simplifies ownership. Transfer ownership. Now, the mortgage company doesn't care who owns the property as long as they just want to get paid on a monthly basis. So because you are in that transition, still continue to pay the mortgage and the taxes and the insurance.
Right. If the property is not paid off,
If it's
paid off, then you just continue to pay your taxes, and then you become, like you say, you come down and you do your paperwork, get you a paralegal or an attorney, and then you actually take ownership of the property, and then and record the proper documents, and then you're all set.
Okay, we have a caller on the line, 702-647-3688. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. My name is Lenore, and the question that I have is that I cannot hear you that well. I know you were talking about a form that when you buy a house, that you will be able to keep the house, or not keep it, but be able to pass it on. What is that called?
The form is called a deed upon death. Deed upon death. And the Nevada Legal Form Store has those forms. Also, if you go down to the Regional Justice Center, the courts on the first floor, they have a legal form store or paralegals there that will help you identify the types of forms that you need and will give you somewhat legal advice. I'm not authorized to give you legal advice, but we see the documents roll through our office, and so we know where they're coming from.
I appreciate that, and I thank you for it. But I'm sitting 10 feet from my radio, and it's hard to hear you.
Oh, okay. We'll
Clear.
okay. Do you hear me okay, or do you don't hear Miss Conn?
I hear you very well on the telephone. It's on the radio that I can't hear you too well.
Both of us?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, maybe you can give her your number and she can call.
My number is 702-236-2624 for more information. 702-236 702-236-2624 702-236-2624. My name is Don Marquez, and this is Your Insurance Connection.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. I want to thank you for just staying over. This is one of the important factors, I encounter with my clients because a lot of times when I'm offering my homeowners insurance, life insurance, I ask my clients, do you have a right of survivor on your deed? They don't have a clue. Most of them don't even understand what that's all about. But it's the way you pass on generational wealth. Here's a way to pass on generational wealth. And I want to thank you for sitting in with us. We're going to get right back to the insurance connection. But this is so important for my clients to know and also for my listeners to know.
Well, I appreciate, Don, that you asked me to share with you this morning and stay in the studio. A lot of times people don't understand the connections between insurance agents, Greg DeVille, the one that the broker, the realtors, the association that we have with attorneys, also the mortgage companies and banks and credit unions that finance the different mortgages. So we're involved. We're intricately involved. Our office, the Clark County Recorder's Office, is intricately involved in every aspect of home ownership. And so part of that, of course, is making sure they have the proper insurance.
Absolutely, and a lot of people don't understand you have to have insurance on that home to close on the home. Now, if you own your property, you still need to continue the insurance.
Yes, because you really can't buy the property without having the proper insurance connected to it.
Okay, 702-647-3688. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. You're live. Go ahead.
Yes, my question is, when you get the deed upon death certificate, does the beneficiary have to be over the age of 18?
I would think so.
Does the beneficiary have to be over the age of 18?
In other words, can a minor be listed as a right of survivor?
Right. The reason why I say that is because I started again, so I have young children. Now, of course, it would be my wife and I, the proper way, but let's just say both of us passed.
Okay. Your question takes me into the realm of giving legal advice. And as I mentioned, we cannot give legal advice. But what you can do, listen to me, call the Nevada Legal Services. They're free. They have pro bono attorneys there, and they give free legal advice and also provide free legal service. So call them and ask them the same question that you just posed to us, and they'll be able to assist you with that.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, caller, for calling in, and thank you for other callers. We on your insurance connection, we do talk about insurance, but Ms. Debbie Ann Conway was here, and I just wanted to focus on the right of survivor on the deed, because a lot of my clients they own homes, but they don't understand the process of passing down the house to the next generation. A lot of times they will say that I'm gonna leave my home to my children, and they don't have the children listed as right of survivor. This is how you pass on that property from one generation to the next. My name is Donald Marquez. This is Your Insurance Connection. My contact phone number is 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. We have another caller. We're not going to get to insurance today, are we? Good morning, caller. You're live.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi. I have two questions, and one of them is an insurance question, but the first one's for Debbie regarding the deed upon death. Can you add more than one person? I have 5 kids.
Yes, we've seen the deed upon death where there's several names that may be added to the deed in case the individual wants to break the property up and everybody have a piece of it. And so they'll list the several names on the deed upon death, or they'll list one name of one person that they want to have it. So the answer is yes. Again, I don't want to get into the realm of giving legal advice, but we've seen documents that have come in that have more than one name listed.
Okay, thank you. And Donald, for you, a question for insurance. We've had term life insurance, and now we have to switch. And we've talked to our insurance agency, and it seems like it's going to be really expensive to switch to, I believe it's whole life.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Now, can I, actually what I would like to do is get your phone number and then have my husband and myself as well give you a call
okay, we
to
could.
talk about our options.
So you're talking about a conversion on a term life insurance policy. So the conversion, to convert it over, there's no health questions. Basically, as long as you're in your conversion period, we could help you with your conversion and give you some options. My phone number is 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. One more time, 702-236-2624. Veronica's standing by right now for other callers. You want to call her? She'll get your name and your phone number, and we'll call you right after the show. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
Good question.
No problem.
All right, give us a call.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, Don, I want to thank you again this morning for having me, Debbie Conway, the Clark County Recorder, on your show. I appreciate the opportunity to share with the listeners. And you need to get back to the business of
Okay.
talking insurance. So I'm gonna sign off. But ladies and gentlemen, listening audience, stay tuned. Don has really good information. I listen to him every time he comes on the radio.
Oh,
so.
thank you so much for listening. But but this is something that I've heard you on the radio too as well. But that no one has ever asked you about that question about the right to survive, and that's why I wanted to hold you over from Greg's show to let our listeners know that there's an option to continuation ownership of the properties.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
thank
much.
you.
All right. I know you're so busy, and good luck with your election. I'll be voting for you.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
702-236-2624 is my contact phone number. This is Your Insurance Connection. And, the caller just called in and talked about a life insurance product that she's currently having, which she has. It is a term policy. A lot of you have term insurance out there that the term will eventually expire. You usually have a 20-year, 25-year, or 30-year term insurance policy. Those policies will end when the term is over. Now, if you have a term insurance policy and the rate keeps going up on you every 5 years, that's going to continue to go up as you get older. Now, a lot of these term policies say we'll take you to age 95 or 100, but you have to understand, once the term is over, that policy is going to go up every single year thereafter. My phone number is 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Contact me. My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the beautiful U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor. I only work by appointment only. My name is Donald Marquez. You also can tune in on Tuesdays from 9:30 to 10 o'clock right here in 88.1. I've been on the air now for the last 4 years right here at 88, home of the People Station. I love coming here. And tune in on Tuesdays. There's a lot of valuable information. But what we're doing now, we're trying Fridays, every other Friday, or maybe every Friday, and Tuesday. Maybe we'll come on twice a week. It's a lot of valuable information about insurance. A lot of you pay a lot of money for your car insurance, home, and auto. Let us try to help you reduce those costs, and so we can offset the costs and offer you life insurance. We do a full review. We look at all your current insurance policies. And a lot of times when we do these reviews, there's always gaps, holes, insurance that you should be paying for. You pay a lot of money for insurance. Don't just think, I have insurance and I'm covered, I'm fully covered. A lot of times you're not fully covered. Do you have medical on your auto insurance? Do you have uninsured motorists? A lot of you also are going to experience the rates going up here pretty quick. The rates going up pretty quick because the minimum $15,000 per person, $30,000 each accident, that is over. July 1st. That's over. So your policy is going to increase. It is going to increase. Now, we can help you try to save money. We'll bundle the package, home and auto together. That's your biggest discount. It's called a multi-policy discount. For more information, contact my office at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. I want to give a quick shout out to Greg DeVille. Thank you, Mr. DeVille, for all the information, all the help you provide the community. You're helping the renters turn into owners. Personally, I can testify to that. I told my cousin about you, and he is going to be a homeowner next week. And he's having a baby, right? His wife just had a baby, and now he has a baby, a newborn baby, and he's going to get a brand new house. So because of you, Mr. DeVille, you've made his dream come true. Contact Greg DeVille at 702-515-4100. Again, his phone number is 702-515-4100. He's turning renters into buyers. Or if you're looking for that dream home, contact Mr. DeVille because he is the man with the plan. Mr. Greg DeVille, right here at 88.1. He's on the air on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 9:30. And every other Sunday. Now, you have to listen to his show to get the every other Sunday information. But, we at Your Insurance Connection, we like to pay it forward. Not only letting you know about the information about to add your family members on as a deed on the property, minimum cost to do that, but in the long run, it's passing down generational wealth from one generation to the next, and you don't have to lose the property as a result of not knowing this information. You get this information right here at 88.1. My name is Donald Marquez, and if you're tuning in for the very first time, I talk about insurance on Your Insurance Connection. Everything about insurance, home, auto, life insurance. We really need to focus on life insurance with our population. A lot of times, too, I contact these funeral homes, and a lot of you do not have any final expense life insurance to pay for your final expense. Now, if you're looking if you're the rock of the family, I'm talking about the one that's responsible for everybody else. You know, that responsibility could come upon you. You know, funerals cost today well over $15,000 to bury a loved one today. Cremation with a ceremony is well over, on the average, over $8,000 in cost, or sometimes a little less, depending on the ceremony. But you have to understand something. They want the money all at once, all the money right now. Do you have it in the bank? Do you have it sitting around? And a lot of times, too, you go to your family members and say, hey, I need help to bury mom or dad. They don't have any life insurance, or they purchased the wrong type of life insurance, like accidental only life insurance. If you have an accidental only life insurance policy and you pass away of natural causes, that does not pay. Ask yourself, do you know anyone that has received a benefit from an accidental only life insurance? I've been in the business for 22 years as a life insurance agent, and I've never, ever known an accidental only life insurance policy to pay out. Okay? So a lot of times, too, you receive this information in the mail, and I tell you, that's the worst life insurance policy you can buy, in most cases, by way of mail. Because a policy will term at an early age when you really need the life insurance to continue throughout your life. You know, a lot of times, too, people come to me and they can predict how long they're going to live. I don't know where they get their statistics from. But I say, you know, I'm not going to live past, well, how do you know that? Every morning you get up, that's another day. But you have to understand the importance of having some type of life insurance in place for your family members, for your mom, dad, your grandparents, because the rock of the family, the one that's responsible for everyone, may be the one end up paying for it. Now, if you have multiple deaths in your family, a lot of times they do come in threes. Look at the financial devastation, the financial hardship you may go through, losing 2 family members in 1 year. And I experienced losing 4 family members in 1 year, and a friend. 702-236-2624 is my phone number. 702-236-2624. We're gonna go right to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Hello?
Hello, I hear you. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Fred, man. I had a question for you. So, terms versus whole. I was told that the first 5 years you don't really get anything, accumulated. And my thing was term to invest. So I need to know, is that accurate or it's just what they say?
No, I mean, term insurance is for term insurance is the lowest cost insurance you're going to purchase. Now, you need to turn your radio down because you're getting a lot of feedback. Now, okay, but if you have a radio, okay, so term insurance, turn your radio down a little bit. So term insurance does not build any cash value at all. Now, the term insurance that I offer, the premiums are set. They're not going to adjust on you every 5 years. So I'm not an agent who will offer you a term insurance policy where the policy premium is going to adjust every 5 years. I prefer offering a 20, 25, or a 30-year term policy so you know what your rate is going to be and your face amount is going to be for the amount of the term. Okay? Now, the whole life the universal life insurance policy, is a policy that will build cash value over time, but it is a permanent insurance policy, usually to age of 100 or age 121. That's the difference between term and whole life, because term is just for a time when you need a lot of insurance, like you just purchased a home, just had a newborn child, you're a single parent raising multiple children, you need a lot of insurance. Now, whole life or universal life, these policies are designed for permanent insurance to replace the term insurance policy so you have the policies for the rest of your life. For more information, contact me. My phone number is 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Again, 702-236-2624. Thank you for calling, caller. We have other callers on the line that's waiting to get in. Thank you. Good morning, caller. You're live. Go right ahead. We have a few minutes to go. Oh, we're done? 4 minutes ago. Okay. I thought you were saying 4 callers ago. We get a lot of calls today. I know a lot of you listening to me for the very first time. I'm also on the air Tuesdays mornings from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. I'll follow Kim Bailey with all the valuable information that she gives out each week. I'm on air from 9:30 to 10 o'clock right here at 88.1. But yes, let's get some life insurance on our loved ones. You need that final expense life insurance policy. We can make it real simple for you. There's no physical. There's no health exam. We just ask 9 health questions. If you're looking for that policy, to take care of your loved ones, so you won't be responsible for that large $15,000 burial bill. And it's expensive, and it's an emotional time in your life when you lose a mom or a dad, and then now you have to go to the funeral home with no money, no life insurance policy. You know, no life. You can easily get a life insurance policy on mom and dad. You could be the owner of the life insurance policy for mom and dad. Okay? You can also be the beneficiary of the life insurance policy for mom and dad. And also you can be the payer. We're going to make it very simple for you. All right? We can offer you a final expense life insurance policy. We'll pull a draft directly out of your checking account each month. You pick the due date between the 1st and the 28th of each month. We can get you up to $35,000 of whole life insurance that'll continue for the rest of their life. Continue for the rest of their life. It's got a lot of benefits in it. Bill cash value. Knowing the peace of mind when that day comes. Now, a lot of people say, if something happens to me, we all have a time in our life when we're going to make our transition. We're all going to go. It's when you go, is your papers in order? Do you have your final expense together? Now, I've talked to people that's looking at the pre-need packages. Those are very expensive. But if you look at pre-need versus a whole life policy, and especially we're talking about somebody that's up in age, that's getting up in age in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, I can write up a life insurance policy up to 85 years young. 702-236-2624 is my contact phone number, 702-236-2624. If you have diabetes, we can get you a life insurance policy. If you have cancer, we can get you a life insurance policy. Lupus, on diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia, we can get you a life insurance policy. 702-236-2624. There's no reason to procrastinate on this. Absolutely no reason, because what you're doing, if you don't even have a life insurance policy, and you got to ask yourself, do you really want to pass this debt on to your children? Do you really want to pass this debt on to your children that's already financially struggling each month to pay their own bills, and now they have to pay for your final expense? Now, you've worked all of your life, and you haven't purchased any life insurance, because when you retire from your job, you lost that benefit. Now you're getting all this information in the mail on purchasing life insurance, and it's extremely confusing. We can take out the confusion. Give us a call at 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. My time is short. Please give us a call. And we'll definitely help you out with your insurance, and we'll give you an insurance review. My name is Donald Marquez. You're tuning into Your Insurance Connection. We may be back next Friday, but in the meanwhile, you guys just keep it crispy. We'll talk to you again.